Great questions. I love great questions. I wonder what's your favorite question? I mean, the question that you love to ask people, or even better yet, the question that you love people to ask you. Whenever I go out into the world, maybe into a store or a retail store or a restaurant or meet a professional service provider, I naturally become super curious, super attentive to the questions that they ask me. So, for example, when I was training to qualify for the 2017 CrossFit Games, Coach Dave Cowan suggested that I dial up my nutrition program because at that time I was about 90% paleo. Still, I wasn't 100% sure that it was actually working for me at the level that I needed to perform, nor was my coach Dave. So we began searching for a nutritionist, somebody who could give me the most valuable insight and awareness around what I specifically needed at my age to perform at a highly competitive level. Of course, I relied on my network of friends and family and my clients to refer me to a great nutritionist. And sure enough, Andy Mayhew was referred to me. And when Andy and I met, he asked me, "How can I help you?" And I responded, "Well, Andy, can you ask me some great questions to help me figure out how you can help me?" And he smiled. And then he said, "Well, I wouldn't be here if you didn't want to improve your nutrition. So let me start by asking you, if you knew I could create a custom program for you that would get you in peak condition in the next 8 weeks, when would you like to start?" I looked at him, I said, "Andy, that's a great question. You're hired. Can you start right now?" Hey, let's work this out. Write 25 to 30 words to this direction question. What's your favorite question to ask others? And what question do you like others to ask you? Again, 25 to 30 words. What is your favorite question to ask other people? And what's your favorite question that you want people to ask you? Begin. Good work. Having a favorite question to ask people, like one of my favorite questions to ask a stranger is, "What's your dream?" So for example, I'm up at the local gas station, Rotten Robbie's, and the young girl behind the counter is serving me up my change. And I just looked at her and I said, "I'm really curious. I've been coming in here for years. We don't talk much, but I do wonder, what's your dream?" And she looked at me and she says, "Nobody's ever asked me that question." Then she talked for about 5 minutes about her dream to own a dog kennel. And every time I walk into Rotten Robbie's and she's in there, she looks at me and she goes, "I'm working on my dream." I love that question. I love it when people ask me, "Hey, Joe, what's your dream?" I'm Joe Stump, your guide by your side. And this is a 1-minute private workout. Have an amazing and fascinating day asking great questions.